Yeah, and it's interesting. I had a boss in the past when I was young, and I remember I sent an Excel spreadsheet with him to him, and it told a story, and I sent it to him, and he's told me in his office. He says, "Joe, this is a great Excel spreadsheet." He says, "So I have to go through here, and I have to come to the same conclusion you did." I go, "Well, it's easy. You just look at it." And he goes, "No, no, no." He goes, "When you send me this Excel spreadsheet, send me a recommendation. I don't want to have to come to a conclusion. That's your job. Show me you can attach the data, but back up, but give me a recommendation." And I feel the same way about running a warehouse. Don't make me figure it out myself. Give me an alert that says this is a problem. Say this is how many orders are at risk, right? This is how many orders need to get on that truck that aren't done yet. Give me that.
And just to show you, it's a simple example. Still a lot of people, especially for e-commerce, are doing, manual cart picking. So I may have a cart that's got a certain configuration, 3x3 or 4x4. What I mean by a 3x3 would be three shelves that each have room for three cartons each, right? So I have 9 total orders that I'm working on there. Well, most companies that we see do that today, they're doing it with paper picking or pick by label or something. There's some attempt to do that more efficiently, but just something as simple as cart picking, this smart warehouse can take it to a whole new level. So first off, you've got, again, as I said, this order pool that's out there, and at any one period of time. And now, I'm probably going to have done some cartonization logic there to determine what should go in what box, especially with a multi-carton order. If you're shipping, just for example, you don't want to put perfume in the same carton as apparel because of the obvious, whatever the right word is, there contamination, that can happen there. But now somebody comes up, a picker comes up and scans a barcode on that cart. The system's going to automatically know it's this configuration. 3x3, 4x4, whatever, and it will have done some optimization, typically in terms of what's called cluster picking, where I'm going to take that cart to one location, and then I will have put as many orders as I can on the cart that signed to that cart that have the same set of SKUs on them, so I can minimize my travel distance. Hopefully, I'm being clear on what that means. So now I get to that location that says, and this can be done with lights or it can be done with barcode scanning. It says, okay, take one of these from this location, put it in carton slot 3-1, which is the third shelf, the first location. The next one is 3-2. The next one is 2-3. The next one is 2-1. Whatever that sequence is, right? And so I'm doing that in a way that makes it very, very efficient. But we can take it even still beyond that. So what if a high priority order comes on? The picker is walking along, as long as there's a location on that cart, whether it's a carton or a tote they're picking into, if it hasn't been started, we can remove automatically a lower priority order and insert a higher priority order that has just come down onto that cart. As long as we would typically do it so the picker doesn't have to turn around and go backwards, as long as those picks for the new order are ahead of that picker. Okay. And we do that without the picker even being aware that it happened. They're
Yeah, so you can kind of expedite automatically, like, "Hey, I got a truck that's gonna be here in an hour. We haven't even started yet. Let's get this going."
Yeah, or just I've made a customer, it's one. We say if you get an order in by 2 o'clock, we'll ship it that day, and it's 1:58, and all of a sudden an order just drops. Right? I got 2 minutes, or whatever, to do this. So the system is going to automatically, insert a higher priority order, where possible. Uh,
I
you
like
know,
I like something you said in there that we talked about the labor problem with these guys walking around maybe 5, 10 miles in a day. And one of the reasons we're gonna quit, especially if you especially if you're me. I don't walk that many steps. Um, if you can optimize, so when I walk over there, all my orders are in the same area, then I walk over here and all my orders are there, as opposed to one order on one side of the warehouse, another order on the other side, where I'm walking and go, "What the hell has my life become?" Where I walk back and forth like this.
yeah, and again,
Costly too.
that gets into the order pool optimization as well, because the bigger the batch that I'm working with, the more opportunities I have to gang those picks together. So on a given cart, I'm maybe walking very few feet. Okay. Um, and then this just to your point, I mean, this is where you get into the whole notion of mobile robots and whatnot too, because now perhaps that I go to the pick location. I pick the order, but I'm instead of putting it on a pick card, I'm putting it on a mobile robot, and the mobile robot's going to move on to the next location or on to packing if the order is complete or whatever. And so, I'm walking very little at that point, or comparatively little, which is obviously one of the attractivenesses of the mobile robot technology. So this again, so this is hopefully it's becoming clearer. This is the nature of the warehouse is changing, and part of that's going to have to be to not only be more cost efficient and get more out the door with the staff that I've got, but it's making sure that people, have a less miserable uh, work experience, and hence, so hopefully, going to stay with this a lot longer.